Weather portion of Ag Week now seems like this a bit too common across North Dakota and other areas this past week, as it was dry, certainly, no more snow, but a little cool and snow a little sluggish to melt across the area. We owe the recent cold weather pattern to the jet stream level, and I'm going to talk briefly about the polar vortex. It's been in a weak mode where the circulation around the pole is in a high amplitude pattern, a lot of dips, a lot of troughs and ridges. And this type of pattern is the type that often will stall out and leave one particular area stuck on cold and wet or warm and dry. And for the last several weeks, most of the northern plains has been stuck in that cold and wet pattern. That is beginning, though, to show some signs of change. This last week has been dry. This upcoming week will be much more dry. Jet stream kind of split right now, and it has loosened up a bit. We're starting to see a little more motion through the area. There'll be a lot of persistent rain in Texas and along the Gulf Coast. Late in the week, it looks like the Pacific Northwest will get a shot. Maybe one chance of a little light rain and snow showers into the northern plains toward the end of the week or the weekend. That does not look like a heavy system with the split flow, probably not a lot of organization. The second week, now we're into very late October, still not a lot of rain around the agricultural sections of the country. Temperature-wise, we're still fairly cool in the northern plains. There'll be a big push and dip of colder weather down into the northeast, give them a chance to be unseasonably cool. The cool weather will fairly dominate, but warmth will start to rise again, and toward the end of the week and the weekend, there'll be some shift of the cold back to the northwest again, which could eventually lead to some cold weather, I think, maybe by some part of early November. Overall, though, the pattern not looking quite so terribly bad, not so cold, generally dry, a little closer to average fall conditions for late October.